What is up, guys, and welcome to another video. This is going to be a quick follow-up video to the one that we did last week. I lost 100 pounds. In that video, we kind of went over what my journey was, where it started, how it started, and what I did to kind of get to that 100-pound goal. I'm going to link that video down below in the description of this video and also up above in one of the cards that should pop above my head in about a minute. In this video, though, I'm going to go over 5 things that I learned that you can use to start losing weight immediately. A 100-pound weight loss journey is definitely a hard thing to accomplish. I've learned a lot of things along the way, so I'm going to share my 5 top things with you in this video. So stay tuned. Let's get started with the video. Now, guys, if you're finding the channel for the first time, on this channel, we focus on 3 key areas of your life, which is technology, your business, and also your personal development. So if you enjoy videos like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, support the channel, and also don't forget to share your voice by sharing comments, questions, and any opinions you have in the comment section below this video as well. Would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's get started with the main topic. Now, as I said before, I ended up losing about 100 pounds on my weight loss journey, and doesn't make me a weight loss expert by any means. I'm not a weight loss guru by any means either. It's just I've learned a couple of things along the way that I know will definitely help you to either get your journey started, or if you're kind of stuck and not sure where to go next. These 5 things will actually help you kind of break that plateau and get moving in the right direction. So now I'll preface this by saying that the best advice I can give is just to get started. You can't accomplish a goal that you haven't started. So before you do anything else, actually make that decision to start your journey and then start making steps to take to accomplish your goal. So getting started is probably going to be pro tip number 1, and it's the most important thing that you can probably get from this video. You're not going to get anywhere at all until you start your journey. So now let's jump right into it. My number 5 tip is to make small, subtle changes in your diet. So I know a lot of people, when they dive into things, they kind of dive in head first. And that was me at the beginning. I wanted to lose weight. I was 300 plus pounds, and I wanted to get down because I wasn't either comfortable with where I was and I wasn't in a very healthy place. So when you start a journey like that, you kind of want to make drastic changes at the beginning because you know you've been doing so wrong. You just want to go to the complete other side. And I think that is a big mistake that a lot of people make when they're starting their weight loss journey. One of the main reasons that that's a big mistake is it's really hard to sustain. And throughout this video, you're going to hear the word sustainability as being the main key points to all 5 suggestions that I have. It has to be something you can sustain over the long haul. Eliminating everything from your diet when you were eating so bad to begin with is not very sustainable. If you eliminate all carbs, all sugars, everything bad that you were eating, you can only sustain that for so long before you go back to your bad habits. So definitely making small changes along the way that amount to big changes when you come to the end is definitely the way to go. Start eliminating sodas from your diet and switching it to diet sodas or seltzers. Start cutting the sugars that you consume in your diet. Start cutting the carbs that you consume in your diet. Start adding vegetables to your meals to fill out your meals into more a rounded, healthier meal. Making those little small adjustments is what helped me because, you know, the first time around I went all in and I failed. Second time around, I went all in and I failed, and 5th time's the charm, and I was able to make small, minuscule changes along the way that helped me reach the goal that I had set for myself. So the number 2 tip I'm going to give is something I learned towards the end of my weight loss journey that I wish I knew at the beginning, and that is to get rid of the scale. Stop weighing yourself. It's counterproductive in so many ways. The scale can be affected by so many things. I know we love seeing the numbers go down, but when they don't move or when they go back up, we can get discouraged, and that can affect your overall weight loss journey. It's happened to me. It's happened to people I know. It's just something that me personally, I would suggest not weighing yourself throughout the journey, and then try to use a gauge of the clothing that you wear or the people around you to let you know that, you are starting to lose weight, you are starting to look differently, people will let you know for better or worse, and your clothes will also let you know, and that's definitely a better parameter than stepping onto a scale that can be affected by the time that you weigh yourself. Toss the scale is probably one of the best tips I can give you to continue your journey without any hiccups. Number 3 is going to be kind of a dual one. It's going to be downloading a tracking app. So these apps are something you can use to track your meals, and you don't necessarily have to track your meals for your entire weight loss journey, but you do want to get a gauge on how much you should be eating per day and how much you actually do eat per day. I think that number is skewed in a lot of people's minds. A lot of people think they eat a lot less than they actually do, and they may judge portion sizes based on eye, and sometimes you can be very off by what the actual portion size of something is versus what you think it is. So having a meal tracking app can kind of keep you on track to the best of your ability. You can input your current weight, and something like a MyFitnessPal will give you how many calories you can consume in a day to lose a certain amount of pounds per week. And that can definitely help you in the right direction, because you can then kind of see visually what you're eating per day, how much calories, carbs, and sugars you're taking in, and you can make your slight adjustments there, and that will definitely help you kind of cut down on the things you need to cut down to reach the goals that you're setting for yourself. So tracking your meals and your portion sizes are definitely two of the most important things you can do on your diet, and you will start seeing some immediate results when you start cutting, those portion sizes and cutting the amount of calories and carbs you start intaking into your body. All right, so number 2 kind of goes without saying, and I think a lot of people don't do this enough, and it's probably one of the most important things you can do for your health and also for weight loss, and that's drink water. So you're supposed to be drinking water throughout the day, and it's really a good idea, especially when you're on a weight loss journey. I know it helped me a ton to stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water, because sometimes we can confuse being dehydrated for being hungry, and that's happened to me a ton of times. I felt like I was hungry, and you drink some water and you realize that your body was just craving water. You were just dehydrated. So instead of reaching for a snack or reaching for food, I reached for water, and I was sustained for another length of time before I had to grab another meal. Again, it helps with the sustainability of your journey. If you're hydrated and you're making sure that your body has all the fluids it needs to get through the day. We expend a lot of fluids throughout the day, so definitely intaking more into your body will help you get again to the goal that you're trying to reach. And my number 5th tip is going to be read the labels. This is probably one of the most important things that I had to learn on my weight loss journey, is to read the labels of the things that I am putting into my body. So if you're making your own food, that's fine, but if you're buying things in the supermarket, those portion sizes can be conflicting sometimes. If you buy a bag of potato chips, or if you buy a bottle of drink of some kind, you're thinking that the entire bottle is one serving, when in fact, in most cases, it's not. So there's actually probably 2 or 3 servings within that bottle. But those labels on the back of those products only track 1 serving size. So they're leaving the rest of the calculation to be done by you. And most people are not looking to do those calculations, especially when you're on the go, just trying to grab something really quickly and moving on to the next thing. You're not sitting back there doing calculations. You're just consuming the thing that you just purchased to eat. So you're actually consuming maybe 2 or 3 servings of this thing. You look at the back, it's only saying 100 calories and 14 carbs. You're thinking, oh, well, you're well within your numbers, but not knowing that you have to multiply that by 2 or 3, and now you're outside of where you need to be for the rest of the day. And a lot of the times you're eating these things with other meals, so it's adding to the overall consumption of your diet. So I think when I started actually tracking the calories on the back of labels and seeing what these things actually entailed, what the portion sizes actually were, I started to see some really cool results with my body, because I was cutting the amount of calories and carbs I was intaking just by attrition, just by, looking at these numbers and kind of cutting them in half and making sure that I was eating the correct portion sizes. It all goes back to you kind of have to pay attention to everything that you're putting into your body. A weight loss journey is not a sprint. It's more of a jog or a long marathon that you have to run. And it does take some work at the beginning before you can kind of get into the groove of it. Like anything else, it takes some work tracking your food to understand how much portion sizes are and kind of getting an eye for how much you can intake. It takes tracking how much water you drink per day to realize if you're dehydrated or not. And it definitely does take some just knowledge of planning your meals and understanding that you're going to be in a situation where you can't eat healthy, so you may want to bring something healthy, or you may just want to try to sustain yourself from the beginning of the day, because you know in the middle of the day there's just no options for you that are healthy and fit within your diet to last you until dinner. So planning is definitely another tip that I can give you. So that's number 6. If you want to keep counting, you want to make sure that you're planning everything accordingly, because again, it's very difficult to kind of get to that goal, but you need to sustain it over time. And getting to a goal is one thing, but sustaining it for 2-3 years and creating a healthy lifestyle is definitely the ultimate goal of losing weight and getting healthy. If you guys have any questions at all, please share your voice and share those in the comment section below this video. We'd be glad to answer any questions you may have. Remember, just get started. Don't wait, just do it now. Don't put it off until tomorrow. The sooner you get started, the better you'll feel. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. And until next time, remember, your voice matters. Peace.